by the newly elected Board of Education was the appointment of Veteran School Administrator Tillman R. Smith as Superintendent of District 140. They then consulted with the outgoing school directors to get their ideas on the administration of the new district.
We appreciate your suggestions, Mr. Baird. Of course, you realize it'd be impossible to follow every suggestion we've received. But you may be sure we'll do what's best for all the boys and girls of Unit District 140. Thanks for coming in.
During the first year of consolidation, 6 of the one-room schools in the district were closed. By the beginning of its second year, in the fall of 1950, all but one had been shuttered. And the new wing was now completed at the Davenport School in Eureka, providing 7 more classrooms and a gymnasium. A Citizens Educational Council had been formed to advise the board on such matters as school finances and the selection of textbooks. High priority was given to the planning of efficient bus routes from the old one-room areas to the larger schools. Great care was taken to make sure the youngsters would have a minimum distance to walk from home to bus stop, and as short a ride as possible, especially for the smaller children. District 140 was well on its way toward effective consolidation of its schools. All of the 913 boys and girls in the district were receiving the benefits of education under the unit system. As rapidly as possible, all schools were equipped with modern furnishings and teaching materials, like those in the new Davenport edition. But even more important, District 140 had a staff of adequately paid teachers, well qualified for their jobs. When Stevie Riley moved into the second grade at Davenport, he found the companionship of other children his own age. A brighter, happier boy, he had all but forgotten the days when he sat alone and neglected in the first grade at Kruger. With new books and pleasant surroundings, Will Ann Sides and her sister Della Mae could do far better work than they did a year before in the inadequately equipped, poorly lighted one-room Harvey School. And now in the 4th grade at Goodfield, Marlia Gingrich found her work closely supervised by a teacher who could devote her entire time to a single class. In contrast to the dreary days at Holyoke, Marlia had gained a new interest in her schoolwork. But the benefits of consolidation have not been confined to the larger schools. Panther Creek, which had been kept open because of transportation difficulties, was reorganized to serve just 5 grades. And these were supplied with the same textbooks and received the same caliber of instruction available throughout the district. In addition, the children at Panther Creek were given the advantages of many special services made possible by consolidation. A newly hired registered nurse makes frequent rounds of all the schools in the district to check up on the health of the pupils. Most of the children in District 140 take advantage of the hot lunch offered every noon. A federal subsidy helps keep the cost down to 25 cents. In keeping with the policy of providing the most up-to-date methods of instruction, a program of visual education was set up. Both slide films and movies are proving an effective means of teaching such subjects as social science and geography. Any boy or girl with an interest in music is encouraged to learn to play an instrument as a member of the school band. Public education in the United States has come a long way since the first elementary school was opened back in the 17th century. And today, many communities in which old, inadequate schools still exist are making heroic efforts to improve the education of their youth. In Harney County, Oregon, where one high school district spreads over 6,600 square miles, most of the sons and daughters of the area's ranchers must live at the central school, for the distances are too great for them to travel back and forth every day. Even though it costs the parents $350 a year for room and board, they feel that the improved educational opportunities are well worth the expense. Today, the nation's schools are becoming more and more closely integrated with the communities they serve. The varied facilities of the modern school can enrich the lives of young and old alike. But despite the progress made so far, the American people cannot afford to relax their efforts to improve their public schools, to lift even higher the standard of education for all the nation's youth. For the system of public education, which for over a century has played its vital part in keeping the nation free, must be continually reinforced to make the nation strong enough to meet whatever threat may come, now or in the future, to imperil our democratic way of life. Time marches on.